Today we got DC's ultimate mercenary, Deathstroke, taking on one of the universe's greatest hunters, the Predator. Who comes out on top? Well, let's find out.
Eyes up. Stay sharp. Stay down. Final warning. I could do this all day.
Genetically engineered to surpass all human limits. Once a soldier, Slade Wilson now works with one of the most feared assassins in the DC universe. He has frequently clashed with the Teen Titans, Batman, the Justice League, Green Arrow, and even gods. As a result of an experiment conducted by the US government, Slade Wilson became a super soldier, with his muscular system hardening and making him way stronger than the average human. He's even strong enough to cut a car in half with his sword. Slade is fast and agile enough to take on entire superhuman teams alone, and he's tagged Kid Flash in combat before, which is insanely impressive. He also has a nice healing factor, and recover from injuries much faster than the average human. However, while he can survive gunshots and being stabbed with a sword, his healing factor isn't great enough to allow him to regrow lost eyes or limbs. Slade is genetically engineered to think 9 times faster than the average human being, which gives him incredibly heightened senses, reflexes, and agility. He's able to identify small changes in the air to signify a sneak attack, can cut a fly in half with a paperclip, can fight an entire ninja clan all by himself, and easily dodge point-blank gunfire. Deathstroke is an exceptional fighter, is an expert in armored combat, as well as both melee and ranged weapons. He now goes into battle wearing the Icon suit, which is powered by his kinetic energy and is bulletproof, and even capable of taking punches from Superman. He also carries a Promethean broadsword that is more durable than titanium, a nearly indestructible bow staff that can discharge a powerful energy blast, and various handguns, rifles, explosives, and bladed weapons. In short, Deathstroke is the DCU's premier mercenary and assassin. Thus we got in one corner, good old Slade Wilson, Deathstroke. But, entering the ring, one of the greatest hunters in the universe, Predator. Predators are extraterrestrial hunters who possess advanced technology and weapons used to hunt any being they consider worthy prey. They also make trophies of their victims after killing them, and are often known to hunt for sport on Earth, seeing humans as easy prey that are plentiful in numbers. Now, in this fight, we'll have an elite Predator, which is one that is extremely well respected, has been fighting for centuries, and had to go through a rite of passage by fighting hordes of opponents in an arena. A Predator is strong enough to rip off heads, rip out spines, and it can easily crumble thick metal security doors with their bare hands. They're fast enough to dodge machine guns and futuristic weapons at point-blank range with ease. Although, it's been said that the Predator actually has to be able to see the prey that's shooting at them. If they're flanked or caught by surprise, then they'll get hit. But don't worry, because Predators are more than durable enough to take it. In the movies, a Predator was shot 7 times in the chest with a shotgun and kept on fighting. While in the comics, they've done even more impressive things, like taking 3 or 4 Hellfire missiles and a beating from the Xenomorph Queen. Now, Predators are absolute masters at a wide variety of melee and ranged weapons. Some of their known weapons include a shoulder-mounted laser cannon, numerous different wrist gauntlets, a retractable spear blade, throwing discs that can cut through almost anything, and that's a thin mesh that can cut its trapped foe. All of the Predator's blades have been shown to easily cut through steel doors before. The Predator has more weapons at their disposal, but elite Predators prefer to hunt with fewer weapons for a better sport. Their suits allow them to see in infrared. They also have a chameleon power that allows them to turn nearly invisible. Now, Predators are unsurpassed in terms of hunting ability. They've been able to take down giant alien monsters before. It's been said that some hunted the dinosaurs. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, I'm actually a really big fan of this fight, as Deathstroke is DC's ultimate mercenary and assassin, while the Predator is the ultimate hunter. Plus, on top of that, they've both beaten Batman. That's obviously not an easy thing to do by any stretch of the imagination. But who wins here? Well, you know the drill by now. Who is physically superior? Now, being genetically enhanced by the government, Slade is easily superhuman and is strong enough to send men flying backwards with punches and kicks. He's ripped through metal restraints and handcuffs before. He even kicked Nightwing and slammed Deadshot so hard they both warped metal. Then, in his armor suits, Slade has been able to rip off an airplane door, cut off airplane wings, pick up massive pieces of concrete, and even knocked out a weakened Mr. Majestic. Deathstroke also has absolutely no problem killing. He is an assassin, and cut someone's head in half with a sword, crushed someone's head with a kick, and straight up sliced people right in half. But Predator is also incredibly strong and isn't weak by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, odds are he's even stronger than Slade. I mean, Predators have torn out spines, kicked over military vehicles, casually flipped a charging buffalo, and ragdolled several xenomorphs. He's crumbled up steel doors, easily shredded through tanks, and tore apart both xenomorphs and armored humans. So, what about durability? Well, in his suits, Deathstroke has taken shotgun blast, and point-blank shots from a handgun do absolutely nothing. He's taken grenade blast and RPG blast, and continues fighting even before he hits the ground. He's taken falls from a multi-story building, easily stripped a helicopter fire, and even a submarine thrown on top of him, and yet still kept on fighting. And as if that wasn't enough, Slade isn't just durable, but he's got a remarkable healing factor on top of that. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not as great as someone like Wolverine or Deadpool, but it does allow him to push himself further and harder and fight through injuries better than an average person. He said in the past he's able to heal from any non-lethal injury. An incision into his chest healed in seconds, it will patch up bullet wounds in just a few minutes, and a point-blank shot through the head healed in just a few hours. He's even able to come back and heal from essentially death itself, as there have been times where he's been shot through the chest, stabbed through the heart, or even just had his heart completely stop altogether. Been officially declared dead every single time, but yet still come back to life in the end. But the Predator is superhumanly durable as well. He's casually walked through gunfire at point-blank range, so had a shotgun blast at point-blank range even to the head, and even taken a bullet directly to the eye. Predators have also survived lightning strikes, being hit with explosive sniper rounds, and walked away from explosions that essentially vaporize normal humans. Then, finally, we need to talk about speed. Just like with strength and durability, Slade is also superhumanly fast. So fast, in fact, that he's been able to regularly evade hellstorms of bullets, even at point-blank range or from insanely accurate shots like Deadshot. He can dodge bullets after they've been fired, and even block gunfire with his sword. Deathstroke can also just see faster than a normal human. It's been said before that it's almost impossible to shoot, and there's no delay between Slade's brain and his muscles, which is the basis behind his superhuman speed. In fact, he's messed around with speedsters before, tagging Kid Flash on several occasions, and even though Cassandra Cain isn't necessarily a superhuman speedster, she is incredibly fast, and yet still said that Slade is stronger, smarter, and faster than her. But we all know that Deathstroke is fast. That's nothing new. However, what some people might not know, Predator is superhumanly fast as well. He's dodged and avoided automatic gunfire before. He's able to move faster than the eye can follow, and has actually charged multiple machine gunners while they were shooting at him and still dodged the bullets. He's dodged missiles from helicopters, dodged bazookas and RPGs, he's able to easily keep up with speeding cars, and Predators are surprisingly agile and maneuverable as well, being able to easily flip all around and basically perform parkour. So, overall, they are surprisingly similar when it comes to physicality. And while Deathstroke does have an advantage when it comes to his healing factor, I'm not entirely convinced that Slade can survive a point-blank shotgun blast to the head without his armor, like the Predator did. So, like I said, surprisingly similar. And that means it comes down to skill and gear and weapons. Now, since Deathstroke is known as the world's greatest mercenary and assassin, it comes as no surprise that he is easily one of the best fighters in the DC universe. He's easily fought against Batman, Green Arrow, Deadshot, Nightwing, Ra's al Ghul, and Bronze Tiger, and even beat both Black Canary and Green Arrow at the same time. He's also an expert analyzing opponents or using their weaknesses or just the environment to his advantage, like when he outsmarted Aquaman by turning his enhanced senses against him, or used simple glow stick bullets against Superman to trick him into thinking it was kryptonite. But Predators are the universe's greatest hunter. It comes as no surprise that they are incredibly capable as well. They're able to kill Xenomorphs, the universe's greatest predator, with absolute ease. And veteran predators, like the one in this fight, will slaughter entire Xenomorph hordes. Then, including expanded universe, Predators have fought on equal footing with Judge Dredd and Batman, even nearly beating Batman when Bruce had prepared for the fight and was wearing an advanced suit of armor. So yeah, Deathstroke might appear to be the better fighter, but Predator is nothing to scoff at, and can easily hold his own against pretty much anyone out there. So, finally, we gotta talk about their gear and weapons. Now, with Predator, go-to weapons include a shoulder-mounted laser cannon, numerous different wrist gauntlets, retractable spear blade, throwing disc that can cut almost anything, and nets of thin mesh that can cut its trapped foe. All these blades are also sharp enough and strong enough to easily cut through steel, and a shoulder cannon is just a freaking destructive force to reckon with. They've easily slaughtered whole hordes of Xenomorphs, and incinerated people, blown up helicopters, and blown up buildings as well. Predators are also experts using the weapons in combat, considering that they've trained and hunted with them sometimes for thousands of years. But Deathstroke has got some seriously powerful weapons as well. Now, Slade does tend to favor normal guns in our typical fight, and those aren't going to be really effective against the Predator. Yeah, they'll injure him. The Predator has kept on fighting through bullets in the past, and they'll do the same thing here. But Slade is a military genius and an expert tactician, and when he notices that guns aren't effective, he's gonna instantly go to bigger and badder weapons. He's got grenades strong enough to bring down buildings, thermal detonators that can take down an elephant, an energy staff that can blow up helicopters and destroy boulders, and there is his sword, which is sharp enough and strong enough to slice right through metal, through cars, and through airplanes. So, end of the day, who wins? Well, Predator is insanely tough. Seriously, he's so strong. He's an intense hunter and got some crazy combat skill. The shoulder cannon will easily injure Deathstroke, and even his bladed weapons are gonna be dangerous. But I think they just operate on two different spheres. Here's what I mean by that. Predator is a hunter. In a hunting situation, he can come out on top, especially if he really relies on his stealth and cloaking technology, which we haven't really talked about. I mean, Predator has hunted down Batman before. I think he can do the same with Slade. But in a straight-up fight, I'm gonna favor Deathstroke. He's an insanely skilled fighter, is faster, has gear and weapons that can injure Predator, and he's a military legend, the best in the business, and the toughest mercenary in the world. It's also worth noting that Predators are usually overconfident. Plenty of Predators in films have been killed while seemingly savoring their victory. And then if Predator has studied Deathstroke for a while before the fight, he would have realized that Slade is a worthy adversary and take his head as a trophy. In order to do this, Predator's gonna fight hand to hand and go for a melee kill, because Predators place far greater honor and glory in killing a foe with their bladed gauntlets. The other gadgets are usually just for lesser worthy kills or for aid. And in a close-up fight, I'm really going to favor Deathstroke and his sword over the Predator and his blades. End of the day, I think Predator can win if he hunts Deathstroke and gets the drop on him. But in a straight-up fight, Deathstroke is just coming out on top, while the Predator fights a worthy adversary and dies an honorable warrior's death. Deathstroke wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to hit that like button, the subscribe button, and turn on notifications. Join the FanCo army, and I will see you all next time.